All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got a really nice piece here with me. I have the Boker Knives Model 13. This is a special run. It's a collaboration between Voorhies from South Africa and Boker Knives from Germany. And as usual, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this really nice pocket knife. So first of all, let's do a size comparison. You've got your Benchmade 940. You can see this is, handle is a little bit shorter and the blade is also shorter compared to the Benchmade. This is your Sebenza large, Sebenza 21. So you can see that this is just like, it's a smaller knife. It's not a big one. So design-wise, what jumps to the eye right away is just this really nice hand-forged Russian Damascus slabs. Both sides, very, very well made. I appreciate all the pattern, wrapping around the scale. You can appreciate all the layers. It's beautifully made. This is technically a liner lock because, you've got this bronze anodized titanium liners and you have the scales, but, it's like a frame lock as well. So, but let's call it a liner lock. Something that I really appreciate about this one is that there's no pocket clip. And this gives like a clean look, very sleek and slimmer profile because this is not a slim knife. It's, a little bit chubby, but the absence of the pocket clip will make it good looking and will make it like, skinnier than if you would have the pocket clip. The normal version has micarta scales, has regular titanium liners, and just a deep carry pocket clip, but I honestly prefer this one. This is a limited edition. In fact, you can see the number right over here. There's 199 made. It's discreetly engraved on the spine of the blade, so I appreciate that. Very simple construction overall. Open back. You have just a little back spacer, which is also made out of titanium and it has been bronze anodized. They did a really nice job. Centering is, it's favoring a little bit this side, but it's quite good. Overall, this knife has a nice style to it. Like even the pivot, look at this. They machined it with these like 3 steps on each part over here and on this side. So they did a really nice job. I liked it. It's very decorative and overall really nice. You've got these 3 holes over here to give like a little accent to the look. So interesting. There's no lanyard hole, as you can see. There's no way you're gonna be able to attach like a lanyard. Also, the screws are bronze anodized titanium. So very, very nice touch. Flipper tab is nicely rounded over here. So they put some thoughts into it. If you open the blade, you're gonna see a nice drop point blade with a nice wedge. You see, creates like an intersection right there. It has like a 2-tone finish, satin flats and just polished grinds. It's a fingerprint magnet because, it has been polished. You've got, both sides with this laser engraved logo over here and over here. So, I'm not a fan of, branding the blade, but in this case, it's acceptable. I like this side more than this side. Of course, this is a little bit too busy. You notice that the blade has a relatively thin stock. It's not super thick, but it's quite thick. The grind is hollow, so This is a pretty good slicer. It's relatively thin behind the edge, even if the stock is thick. And the tip, it's really, really fine. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's very well made. Nice drop point overall design. The steel is 154 CPM, so good edge retention, like S30V, somewhere like there. What else? Of course, there's no sharpening choil nor finger choil, and the lockup is a little bit early, but it's solid. Nothing dangerous. You've got no jimping anywhere, basically. You have just a little cut out here, but no jimping whatsoever. You've got just a stop pin right there. And yeah, overall, very simple construction, as I said. The sound it makes is this. It's a very interesting thwack, solid sound. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not the best I've ever heard, but it's very nice. It gives you like a nice auditory sensation. It's pleasant. When you close it, it's very quiet, almost silent and dampened. So yeah, pleasant. You have ball bearings caged running around this pivot, so you're going to be able to hear this. You know, when you see, I don't know if you can appreciate the noise, but you can hear a little bit bearings rubbing against the titanium liners. So interesting overall sounds. But what is really cool about this one is the ergo, because in the hand, being a smaller knife, it feels good. You know, in my hand, it sits like nicely. I would have preferred maybe a tad longer handle, but there's no hotspots whatsoever. There's no pocket clip, so it's well-rounded, well-chamfered all around. So no sharp corners, and you know, the fact that the handle is a little bit thick, it gives you a comfortable purchase. You have a nice grip. The flipper tab also serves as a guard, so when you're cutting, you know, your hand cannot slide further down. So it's overall nice. This area here, it's well rounded, but you know, it's not a lightweight knife. And the fact that it has you know, quite a heft to it, and it's a little bit thick, it gives you like a nice sensation. It's a nice feeling when you hold this blade. You know, as I said, there's no jimping here. I would have you know, preferred some sort of jimping in this position, but I mean, not a big deal. Overall, you know, it gives you like the feel of handling a custom-less Voorhies, which you can get from for a fraction of the cost of a custom one. When you open the knife, you can do like a push button like this, and the blade, you see, this flies open. These bearings are doing an amazing job. Or you can even do like a light switch like that. Both are gonna work. Very, very nice, you know. You can do, of course, like two hands and just do like a gentle opening and a gentle closing, avoiding to make any noise, being more discreet if you're like sitting at a table or, you know, with other people, you don't wanna freak out. It is smooth overall. It is a smooth action. It is fast. The detent is a little bit light, I would say, but not too light. I mean, you can shake it open. Not really. No, you can't shake it open, but the detent, it's not super strong. It's acceptable. And also another thing really nice is the rounded tab on this side, not so much on this side, but right here, it's pretty well rounded. So if you do push button, it's not gonna kill your index. If you do a light switch, you're gonna do this movement here. So you're gonna be, rubbing your finger in that direction. There's no jimping, but being angled a little bit up top and your finger is gonna go down here, you have enough grip to deploy the blade safely. So very, very nice. Also quite easy to unlock and disengage the lock bar, because you can see here you have this area that has been milled out. So your thumb can just easily go here, unlock, and just close the blade. So it's interesting. It is running on bearing, so the closing action, it's not fall shut. You see, the blade doesn't fall shut. It needs just a little wiggle, and it's just gonna close. So it's not guillotine style, but it's smooth. Also, you have a very, very gentle detent ball ramp right there, as you can see. This is it's very nice. It creates like a smooth transition for the detent ball and the detent ball track. So there's no step, just a little bit, but very smooth overall. There's, less resistance with this kind of ramp. So overall, it's a very well designed, very well thought knife, and which I appreciate. So there you have it. This was my review of the Boker Model 13 collaboration with Les Voorhies. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.